Underdog Podcast. It's your host T. Lee and my co-host Jack Cowden will be live today as usual.
Was pulling up, they acting like they couldn't see me. Now she wanna clean me up like a squeegee. I told her that's for me, baby, like yellow beezy. With the peanut butter tear like a Reese.
He's gonna persevere through all the obstacles. Get it done. That's the underdog.
They don't forget the underdog when they see me. I hit them with the John Cena, they can't see me.
You may overlook this person, but the underdog is the one who's gonna put in the work.
It's over, you know? Because you have to lose to win. Whether you think losing is a big event.
Out of mind. All I'm saying, just be careful who you idolize. I'm picking these scriptures just before the fame. Ain't no cap in my words, I go against the grain.
So I always believed in life. I took so many risks to make this thing happen, you know what I mean?
I'm always working, bro. Like I said, I'm energy driven.
Underdog can put you on your ass. The underdog can put you on game. The underdog can show you something that you didn't know.
Can't go down. All you can do is go up. So are you gonna stay where you at, or are you gonna move up?
Feel the bangs. Feel the bangs.
He said he's nervous. This is his first time doing it.
Cut her ass off, if she get that, I can reread.
Yo, what it do, good people? It's your host FleetDJS JR with the Underdogs Podcast, man. We back at it again like yellow bees, man. Real talk. Season 5, episode 22 on deck, featuring Florida's own FleetDJS, the commissioner, DJ SOULJA Life, man. Yo.
Yes, sir. What's good?
What it do, brother, man? You know what I mean? Long time, man.
Yes, sir. But we here now.
Yeah, man. Like I say, it's an honor to have you on the platform today. You feel me? To get these free gems, man, and give you flowers at the same time. You feel me?
Appreciate it.
Like I say, you know, we're gonna kick it out, man, the right way. So as we push the importance of knowing ourselves, who is DJ SOULJA Life as a person outside the craft? Like, what type of vibe you feel in the room with when you walk in?
Man, when I walk in, man, it's nothing but positive vibe because I'm a positive person, you know what I mean? So with that being said, I set the stage, you know what I mean? It's almost like a movie with me, you know. It could be action packed, and I slow it back down, then I bring it back up, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know, we the party starters outside the promoters and the club owners, you know what I mean? It's the DJs that really keep the people there, keep the vibe there. So I mean, even outside of the club scene, that's what I do. I'm a party starter, you know what I mean? I set the vibe, and I always speak positive, you know what I mean? Because positive is the way to go, you know what I mean? You could talk all that street stuff and everything like that, but at the end of the day, you want people to remember you as a good person, you know what I mean, with positive energy. So that's DJ SOULJA Life outside of that.
Real talk, man. Like you say, that positivity, man, that legacy be great, man. You feel me? You can't erase that. But real talk, man. You gotta respect the DJ, man. You gotta give the DJ their flowers, cause it's just like, you know, the trucking industry, the trucking game. Like, even though all this AI stuff going on, you can't get rid of the trucker. Right. All this digital going on, you can't get rid of the DJ, man. It just don't make sense, you know.
Right.
But
people
man,
try to do that though. People try to get rid of the DJ. You know, they're trying to put their own little niche. Probably get a jukebox or put a little playlist on. But after so long, it's gonna be like, nah, this ain't cutting it. You know what I mean? So you gotta bring the DJ in.
Nah, real talk. You need that energy, man. All the mic checking, everything, all of that, man. Getting the crowd going and get the vibe started. As we're halfway, you know, through we over the halfway mark in 2024. Like, how has this year been treating you thus far? And like, what are some things you learned, you know, that will help you finish this year out strong and start the next year ahead?
Man, 2024 been good to me. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I had a couple hiccups or whatever, but you know what don't kill you make you stronger. And the thing about it, I say 2024 been doing good because, you know, you got so much stuff going on. You got so many people that's trying to come out and be breakout DJs, and then you got these people that's like, you know, they don't know no better, so they'll take $50 for the night, the DJ. You know what I mean? So that scoops the experienced DJs out the loop, you know. But at the same time, I got a good face card. I got good clientele. I got repeat clientele that keep calling me to book me and stuff like that. So you know, I appreciate all the people that still have faith in me, still rock with DJ Soldier Life, so I can continue to make this money out here to provide for my family. You know what I mean? So yeah, 2024 been good, but what I learned too is just be you. You know what I mean? Because once you change who you is, then people gonna see that change and they ain't gonna want to rock with you no more because they they deal with you for the simple fact that you was being you is you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what I've learned is remain true to self, and everything else gonna come around full circle. You know what I mean?
Nah, real talk, man. I feel everything you just said in that, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't ride no ways, man. I ride my own way. You feel me? Like just me. You know what I mean? But that's the importance of knowing ourselves, because we was one style lost until we found ourselves.
That's a fact.
You got
That's
to be lost to find yourself.
that's a fact.
Uh, so let's walk you down memory lane, bro. Where it all started. Like, can you describe what it was like growing up in Florida and like what it was like, from your perspective coming up in your hometown?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was crazy because I was born in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? I moved down here. My dad, he was in the Navy or whatever. Moved down here. I've
Mhm.
been in Florida. I've been in Florida. Really, I could say I was raised down here because I got down here when I was like 3, and I've been
Yeah.
here ever since. So, um, I say around middle school I started rapping. You know what I mean? I was a rapper before I was a DJ. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was about to say my life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Putting money into, what I'm saying, my craft and everything, going to the going to the clubs and paying DJs and spin my record and stuff like that. And then one day we were supposed to do a show somewhere, and the DJ is like, well, I fuck with you, this, that, and the third, whoop, whoop, but shoot, I'm gonna need about 1,700. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, for y'all to perform. So I'm like, shit, that wasn't a problem, wasn't no pressure. But I'm like, well, I always been a business person. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I'm thinking like, well, if I pay these 1,700 to perform, who gonna be there? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Who gonna be there? You know what I'm saying? I want to get my money. I wasn't into performing in front of, and no shade to the artists that do their artist showcases or anything like that or whatever, and they just want to perform and perform. I never been the type to just want to perform. I want to perform
Hmm.
and be in front of somebody. You know what I mean? A&R, somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's like, no, I'm just putting on for the city. And I'm like, I don't know about that.
1,700, but somebody
Right,
got what
right,
what what
right,
uh what
right. Then
around
I
what
get a
year?
this
What
was
year this was?
I want to say this was around 20. I want to say about 2010 maybe
Okay, yeah, yeah. The
2010.
digital era when it was popping, but it
Right,
wasn't popping like now. Yeah, yeah.
right. So I'm like 1,700. Well, shit, do I get a bottle with that? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm just performing. That's it.
Real talk.
So I had went to Mob like them because I was rocking with them heavy, and what I'm saying, still rocking with them to this day. And
Yeah,
like I told him, I said, you know what, bro, I'm about to change lanes with it, bro. And this is no lie. I told like 5 people. I said, man, I'm about to stop. I'm about to start rapping. I'm gonna just start DJing. Like out
hmm,
of those 5, like 2 of them took me serious. Like, well, soldier, if that's what you want to do, you go ahead and do that. You know what I
yeah,
mean? The other 3 laughed at me. You know what I mean? So I went to the pawn shop. I started off slow. I went to the pawn shop, bought me a little laptop, bought me,
yeah.
what I'm saying, a couple speakers. I Googled what type of speakers to use, and I already know music, so music was, what I'm saying, that was the easy part. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
I started DJing, and really, this one lady, she booked me. She was like, "Hey, you still DJ?" I never DJ'd in my life. I talk on the
Yeah.
mic every now and then, but she's like, "You still DJ?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm still DJ." Woo, woo. So she was like, "All right, well, shoot, I want to book you." So she was like, "How much you charge?" Remember, I don't know shit about this shit. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
I'm like, I'm googling how much should you charge the DJ, this, that, and
Type shit, yeah.
it's like, well, beginner DJ, $50 an hour, $35 an hour. So I was like, shoot, I do $35 an hour. Went in there
Hmm.
and rocked that. And ever since then, it wasn't no looking back. And then I was like, now I got this platform where I'm DJing. my niggas ain't gotta pay me to spin their records. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do that just off, you know what I'm saying, just off the strength. So that's I mean, that's how I came up and how I started really DJing.
Nah, that's real, man. So like, what's your earliest memory, you know, in your childhood of just music in general? Like, you know, what was like, you know, the type of music that was going around, like that inspired you, influenced you?
Well, to be honest, like, and my mom will tell you right now, like, I was different. You know what I mean? I wasn't like I listened to rap, I listened to R&B and all that stuff like that, but I was different. I was listening to all time. I was listening to country, heavy metal. I was listening to all that shit because I just had the urge for the beat. You know what I mean? The beat and the instruments. You know, I was always used to listen to instruments. So I want to say around about when I first really got into music, I want to say I've had to be in like 7th, 8th grade. You know what I mean? And Mom Dukes was like, son, you need to go wash the dishes. And I was in the middle of, you know what I'm saying? I think I was playing Nintendo or listening to some music or whatever. So I went in the kitchen, started washing the dishes, but I started freestyling about how she got me messed up about washing these dishes and shit like that or whatever. And the music just it's always been in me. My Uncle Kane, God bless the dead, up in New Jersey, he had the Boys the Men when they first came out. He brought Boys the Men them out. Like all my family is into that music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just took it and I always had it in me. And music is my drug. You know what I mean? That's my drug. That's what take me to another place. If I'm feeling some type of way, I go in there, I go in my studio room, listen to some music or DJ. I come back out feeling feeling a whole lot better. Like I just smoked a whole pound of Zy. You know what I mean? So I mean that's my upbringing. Like music always been there.
Nah, I felt that when you say music feel like a drug, man, because it be like you literally feel like in your body, like even like, you know, when I record music or something, it's just like some type of energy. I feel like I'm in the middle of that verse and I'm hitting it line for line how I want to. It's just like I feel like I get in a different mode.
Right.
Yeah, talk.
I mean that's how even in the clubs, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I step in a club or whatever, and I really just don't. I'm really not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Until that beat hit, you know what I'm saying? Until that song come on, and then it's like, okay, now it's really when I get booked the DJ, it's like, yeah, you paying me, and I'm coming, and I'm going to come do a service, but you just don't understand that you feeding me this drug that I gotta have. You know what I mean? So,
real talk.
really, I'm charging you for the breakdown and the setup, really, because the DJ shit easy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I love it. I wouldn't change it for nothing, for real.
I feel that, bro. So like, who or what would you say molded you into the person you are today?
I want to say my family, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it always got to start, and a lot of people don't give credit where credit due. You know what I'm saying? But it starts from the roots. You know what I mean? Like my mama. You know what I'm saying? Like my wife, my kids. You know, just my supporters. You know, it well-rounded me into the person I am. You know, I give some shout outs to DJ like DJ Shab and, you know, Billy Bigger Rankins and all them, you know, because growing up, that's who I seen. You know what I mean? That's who that I'm like, dang, okay, this is what it is, you know. But at the same time, for me, it was just my family. It was just the support that my family and my friends had gave me. You know what I mean? And with that being said, yeah, it's just basically family that rooted me into the person I am now.
Nah, that's real. I feel that too. You feel me? Because it's like when you being a creative and all that, like you need that type of support around. You know, like
Right.
a lot of people say they don't need nobody. Nobody need nobody on their player fly. You feel me? But nah, man, like just any little thing. You feel me? Like I remember, like just coming up, just when I write music, finding my style, I'm asking everybody, bro, how this sound, how this sound, how this sound. You feel me? Just to feel what's going on. I'm going in the right direction, bro. Let me know, like.
Right. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I gotta give credit to where it all started off, but at the same time, me personally, I'm my biggest critic. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they be like, oh man, that sounds good, but I'm gonna hear something that you don't hear. You
Yeah.
feel me? And I'm like, that sounds trash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, you roll it out because like every time I finish DJ, I ask the client, you know, how was it? And they 9 out of 10 they're gonna be like, oh yeah, you don't you rolled that out, you did what you're supposed to do. But in my mind, I'm like, man, if I would have just played this song and mixed it with that song, it would have just, you know what I mean, made it better. So I'm my biggest critic. You know what I mean? I tell myself, nope, I ain't doing it. And that goes to shows like somebody had booked me and they had their own sound. I usually bring my own sound anyway. And I looked up. And you hear the distortion in the speaker blow. I'm like, I can't DJ. I can't. It's my brand. It's my name that's tied to this.
I feel that, dog. They're real, bro. Like, don't set me up like this, dog.
Right.
They about to be an orchestra here, man. They gotta sound real good. Like, you gonna be uncomfortable the whole time, DJ. Knowing this shit messed up, bro.
That's just like the 5 heartbeats when the man was trying to mess up the tip, like, oh yeah, about to sabotage me. Like,
ain't nobody finna say, oh, the DJ doing, not even knowing, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with this shit up, man.
I got nothing to do with this.
Real talk. So, man, coming on, like, who are the most influential artists, you know, that you would still put in your top 5 today, dead or alive? Shoot. Only 5, bro.
Only 5? Jesus.
Only 5, dog.
Man. All right. Tupac for sure. Lil Wayne for sure. I gotta throw Nas. I gotta give Nas his flowers for sure. How many that is? 3?
Yeah, that's 3.
Juvie the Great. Gotta put Juvie in there.
Yeah.
You know who else I gotta say? I'm gonna just throw this in where people sleep on too. And I don't care what nobody say, man. Phil Mob, Sean J, man.
Oh man, yeah. Phil Mob went crazy.
I gotta give it to him. I mean, if I had 10, I would have, you know what I mean. I named some more, but just on the fly, that's who I still play right now. You feel me? I still play them songs, play them people right now.
Yeah, nah, Phil Mob definitely underrated, man. That album they came out with was crazy. I remember that one. But that went on the one that had Where You Going, Sick of Time, Sick of Being Lonely,
Yeah,
that production.
Roots to the Tootie. And Yep, man. And then even when when they kind of split up and they came out with the mixtapes and Sean J came out with those mixtapes, stupid dumb. You know what I mean? Lyrical. I mean, they just ain't. I mean, when they signed with Ludacris or whatever, I think it was a good move, but it was a bad move in the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, so, that industry was different back then, man. How they
totally different.
Yeah.
So you had Pastor Troy and all them out there too. You know what I mean? Cash Money. All them people. Like,
yeah, when Cash Money went on they run, brother, I was just like Jordan going back to the championship. Like, damn, I mean, you got Patrick Ewing, you got ballers, but they just can't do nothing.
Like, you got an all-star team. You got an all-star team. I mean, and that's what Gucci was trying to look like. Gucci was trying to do when he got Boo Shiesty in the, but you know.
Yeah, he was finna run that back. That old T-17, he was trying to run that with that new one. Yeah.
But it's just crazy how time and how things change, and you got to try to keep up with it. You know what I mean? That's why I say even with this DJ and stuff, you know what I mean? They got so much stuff. Well, I seen a dude DJing on his phone. You know what I mean? Like literally DJing on his phone. But me personally, I can't shun that person out. Be like, oh man, that nigga ain't no DJ. He DJing on his phone. You know what I mean? If that's what worked for him, that's what worked for him. You know what I mean? Me personally, I can't never see myself DJing on the phone.
It's just the cloth you were cut from. You feel? Now, if you it's like generations. You know, if you would have started out like that, you wouldn't even know nothing about all the dates and stuff like that. So I was like, I gotta think the same way when it comes to music, because it's like I'm in the time where it's still CDs, it's still street promo. Bro, I remember calling the record labels, bro, on the phone, literally trying to demo shop, bro. I ain't gonna never forget. I think I called DTP. I'm talking about the answer the phone, everything. Bro, I don't know how many people calling them, bro. I'm talking about hang up, click.
Right.
I'm trying to be consistent with it, bro.
Right. And that's what like even like promo with me. I still print out flyers. You know what I mean? And putting on cards like this. This what I mean. Hey, look, check this out. You shouldn't do that because they just gonna throw it off their car or whatever. But I might get 10 of them that put it in their car and pull up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like you can't never stop the process. You know what I mean? It's a process to everything you do.
Nah, you can't get away with that because it's like, yeah, you got the digital era, but it just need duality, bro. You ain't gonna be able to do everything on your phone. You gotta go out here and touch these. You gotta touch these people like it's a social thing. Right. Then you gotta let people really see you. Like you gotta go out there, as an artist too. Like still get out there and touch people. Don't just be on your phone the whole time. Like you be whatever on your phone with that person. It's just, bro, it's just different. But I feel like you say, I ain't gonna go all the way, say, oh, nah, digital is just bad because we could reach a lot of people now,
Right. And that's that's even like, I'm gonna touch on this subject. That's even like when I started DJing, bro. It was I didn't pull on nobody coattail. I was going in these clubs and not talking to the promoters and not saying that the promoters bad, but I want to talk to the man. And that's what I would do. I go, hey man, I'm DJ such and such, blah blah blah. I wasn't even a commissioner then. You know what I'm saying? I'm DJ such and such. It's nice to meet you. Here go my business card. If you have a night that I could come in and you want to test it, I even do the night for free or whatever. And then if you like me, then we'll go back and discuss numbers. That's how I got in a lot of these different spots. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are like, well, I ain't gonna go do this for free. I ain't gonna go do that for free. Sometimes I don't even look at it as me doing this for free. Because even if I did your event for free, right? If I did your event for free and I had 5-10 people come to me asking for business cards, and out of them 10 people that I gave business cards, 7 of them reached out and booked me, I done came up. You know what I mean? And in this club, I done went in here. I done kept the crowd. People stayed at the bar and they vibed out and everything. The club owner, well, how much you charge? Well, I charge this amount. Okay, can you come back next week? Oh yeah, I'll be there. Just off of that one free thing I did for them. Yeah. And and one thing about me, out of the whole year, every year I allot myself 5 free gigs. I do 5 of them out the whole year. Yeah. Out of 12 months, I do 5 free gigs. That's just giving back. But I know for a fact with me doing that, I'm gonna get some people. Hey, you got a business card, you got this, you got that, and I'm gonna get bookings off of this gig right here. A lot of people just want the money right here. You know what I mean?
I feel.
But how long is that gonna last? Did you build that relationship with that person for them to call you? Well, next year we like family reunions. I'm booked every year for a family reunion because people recur. Hey, yeah, I want to go ahead and book you for next year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
bro, they treat you like that barber, bro. You like that barber, bro. Hey, I'm locked in. We ain't going nowhere, bro.
Ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Ain't going nowhere.
Nah, that's real, bro. Like, that's how you really know you really in love with your craft and what you're doing because, like you say, people look at conversation as just money. Like, when you grind doing what you're doing, you're going to get paid different ways, not just physically money. You're going to build relationship, all type of stuff. When you trust the process, the money going to come. You feel me? Like, but yeah, just starting out, even music and stuff like, bro, I used to be like, artists will come out, you got the artists that'll be like, in the era now, some they feel like, man, I want $100 a feature, woo. And I'm looking at like, bro, you ain't what's your following, what you build, what's your platform look like? You ain't got nothing. You the same person out here with me. We doing the same thing, bro. Coming up trying to figure it out. So it's like I was like, nah, bro, that's like that's wild to me. And then I'm knowing I got an ear to hear when I know like, all right, this artist must just figuring out because the mic present. I can feel or the wordplay, how you. I can see like, all right, this artist just really getting to it, you feel me? Versus I can tell when the artist hitting it, I can be like, oh yeah, they've been doing it for a little minute. Then I'll go back and find out like early, like you say, early 2000s, like, oh yeah, they didn't. I can tell though. It's just the when you evolve as an artist, your sound just, you know, how you hit the melody, how you hit your cadence, how you can come in on the beat and attack it, like, you know. But yeah, man, that was wild.
And I tell a lot of artists, because a lot of artists hit me up, because like even on my website is www.djsouljalife.com. Even on my website, I do artist development. You know what I'm saying? And like at first, I like me personally, I don't mind giving out the gems in the, you know, because there's a format that already been in place. The format been there. And that's what the record, when if you get signed, that's what the record label's gonna put you into, that format, because this a format that will work if you allow it to work. You know what I'm saying? And even like when I was doing shows with Pretty Red Juvie, shout out Pretty Red Juvie, like when I was doing shows with them, and I was like, look, you know, you're not there yet. You're not at the peak where you could be like, you know, you're signed and you're going on tour. I say, so with that being said, when you go out, sometimes you gotta fake the funk. You know what I mean? Okay, you go out with security when it's a big event or a show. You go out, you go ahead and hire security to walk around with you. You got your travel DJ with you. You know what I mean? Because like I tell artists, it's all right to give the DJ the show mix or whatever, but how do you think it'll feel if you went live in your mix? Like you're not your vocals ain't there no more. It's just you and this beat that's going. Because like what I usually do, I take their vocals out completely while they perform.
Straight up.
Because at the end of the day, you want these people to know what you're saying. You know.
But yeah, you were saying how artists when they go out, they need to perform live, you know, without
perform live. And that's just like, you know, and what showed me this, and like this ain't something that I just figured out, you know what I mean? Like I went to I think I went to like a Yo Gotti concert or something, you know what I mean? And like he had a live band, you know what I mean, performing with a live band. I'm like, damn, this dope. You know what I mean? Because ain't no you start rapping and then you got your voice over it. No, you got to really come out here and perform. You know what I mean? Because you never know who's out there in that crowd. You know, and it's a lot of people that I gave the gems, a lot of people that I got signed or whatever, and it's like I don't want nothing from it because I did my job as a DJ. I broke your records. You know what I mean? But I mean. It is this one dude, I don't know, Mark Hanson. He signed with Jim Jones. I just flew out to Vegas. That was a few months back. You know what I mean? And he's like, "Hey, bro, we need to sit down and do some paperwork because I want you to be my travel DJ." You know what I'm saying? Because he came down to one of our conferences, our FleetDJ music conferences or whatever, and me and him just, you know, hit it off. You know what I mean? And I showed him who was who, walked him around, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? I ain't know buddy from a can of paint, but with that he got in the door and he signed with Vamp Life now. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes that I got my hand in that, you know, I don't really talk about. I like to show, and that's like I tell a lot of people, oh, you'll do my mixtape, you host my mixtape, and when they send me their music, I listen to it. I'm like, nah, you got some things you need to work on. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's my reputation and your reputation that's on the line, and I'm not giving up my reputation for nobody. You know what I mean? I don't care what it is, what the price is. I'm not giving up my reputation for nobody.
Nah, that real. And yeah, man, artists just got to be in shape, man. For them when you do them live vocals, you got to be, you know, like you got to have that capacity, man. The lungs, you got to have some good lungs because you doing a set with 4, 5. Maybe songs, you know, and you gotta be up there, like you say. No, ain't nothing but the beat, cause you know that remind me of like the Source Awards. When back in the day when I was watching that, like I watch like you know, I think Cash Money and all that stuff when they were performing back then, and I seen like they were doing nothing but straight vocals. Every artist on there was doing straight vocals on stage. I was like, I was like, hard.
And even like when COVID came around and they was doing the versus shit, it was straight vocals. You know what I mean? You look at the older cats.
It was. Straight
vocals. You know what I mean? But like, you know, when you get up to Jeezy and Yo Gotti, you know, they was playing they shit or whatever. But if you go back to the Big Daddy Kane and all that shit, that was straight vocals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't get away from it. Like you try to run away from it, it's like you can't really too much get away from it. No lip singing, like it gotta be organic.
Right. Yeah. Right about that.
So like which DJs would you say have had the greatest influence, you know, on the way you approach DJing? Not so much so your style, but like you know how like they say everything that once happened somewhat be recycled, but sometimes you put it into your own style and your own flavor.
And that's a fact. You know what I mean? And like I say, you know, what I look at, like way before I was even in it, even thought about being a DJ. You know what I mean? I listen to the blends and how they mix the songs in. You know what I mean, to keep it going. Like it's easy to hit a sound effect on your board or on your DJ board or whatever and bring in the song in. That's not really DJing to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it works for them, it works for them.